Let me take you back to 2006. A time where people still actually fought over which consoles were better, and when unregistered hypercam was on top of every bumblefuck YouTube video in existence, and where YouTube itself looked like this. 2006 was also when Nintendo dropped the Wii, a console which allowed everyone to channel the inner Darth Maul to full effect with its high-tech motion controls.
Oh, jeez. And there goes the tennis racket.
God, this console was good. Twilight Princess, Mario Galaxy, another Resident Evil 4 port, Manhunt 2, Mario Kart Wii, Smash Bros. Brawl, Punch-Out, Skyward Sword, Wii Sports, Far Cry Vengeance. Okay, maybe not so much. First-person shooters weren't all that wonderful in the Wii at all, to be honest. The Wii was Nintendo's best-selling console, and as of today, it's the 4th best-selling console of all time. But then came 2012. And they somehow had to make a follow-up to the Wii. This was when they completely shat the bed and squirted out this fucking abomination. The Nintendo Wii U.
So today, welcome to the world of Wii U.
While I loved the Wii U and the few games that got pressed onto it, it received unparalleled infamy for its lack of power, its battery life being abysmal, and it wasn't exactly friendly to third-party releases.
Sales have dipped, games have come out and collected dust at stores.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Of the 3 games that did come out, however, I believe that only one of them is a hidden masterpiece that showcased all of the good elements the console had to offer. And that game was ZombiU. Great name choice there, guys. Really very original. ZombiU is a survival horror first-person shooter developed by Ubisoft.
One day you'll see.
What the fuck is that? Is that a fucking crow? What the fuck? Is he... Oh. Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here before the crow gods come at me. The game takes place in post-COVID Britain, where you have to survive an average Monday morning in London against a never-ending horde of council house residents who refuse to get their flu jabs or pay their council tax, all the while dealing with the neighbours' noise complaints. Turn down the fucking music! And the local constabulary making sure you've paid your BBC telly license. The only way to make these Pepsi Max sipping... The only way to make these Pepsi Max sipping degenerates see the wrongs of their ways is with a well-placed cricket bat to the cranium. What? Alright then. And if you can't tell already, this game is a little bit buggy.
Got it.
What? It says cancer. What the fuck? Why does it say cancer? I'm probably gonna regret going in here, but I think getting cancer at this point is the best case scenario in this game. I think a lot of the bugs came from the PC port of the game. I'm just gonna go off script for a second. Do not get the PC port. The Wii U version is the best version of this game you can get if you're one of the 5 people left who still own a Wii U. The PC port removes a lot of the features that were intrinsic to the Wii U experience, like the minimap being on the gamepad, the scanner you use in the game being controlled by the gyroscope in the Wii U controller, and using the gamepad to sift through your inventory. A lot of this is streamlined in the PC port, everything being placed on your screen and the minimap being so obtrusive that you can barely even see your fucking view model, but it works, I guess. Actually, no. Do you know what? This game doesn't fucking work. You wanna know why? Well, at first, I couldn't even get the game to run without crashing onto the loading screen. Are you fucking kidding me? Wanna know how I solved it? I booted the game, disabled my internet connection. Yes, really, I shit you not. So why then do I call this game a masterpiece? Well, because this game will make you shit your pants. Let's have a look down here then. The chavs in this game have a mean right hook and can quickly overwhelm you in large numbers. Alternatively, they will pounce and coof all over you, resulting in you becoming one with the chav virus.
If you die in the game, you die for real.
Outside of the regular chavs, there's the vegans, who are so toxic they can spout their bleeding heart rhetoric at you from miles away. Then you have the Riot Squad coppers.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! I said stop resisting!
Guys who explode whenever you shoot them. You know what joke I was gonna make? I'm not saying it, fuck you. And last but not least, you have the...
I'm losing you.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? I mean, there's also the punk, but he only appears 2 times in the entire game, and I completely forgot about him when writing this review. And to make matters worse, when you die, you will body swap consciousness with some other gormless dickhead with less than 3 GCSEs who will then have to return to the place you originally died to put a cap in your ass and nick your shoes. Yes, this game has permadeath. And it's glorious. There's a level up system for each weapon category. The more kills you get with certain guns, the more proficient you'll get with them, which allows you to shoot faster, reload faster, and suffer less recoil. If you die, your stats will reset to 0 with the next character. So not only are the zombies themselves a massive threat, but the consequences for dying to them are rigorous and unforgiving, meaning you'll constantly be on your toes on the lookout for the next encounter, worrying over whether or not you'll lose your character and all his gear with it. It really drives home the fact that you're not Chris motherfucking Redfield, but just some ordinary guy, one of many, stuck in the exact same hopeless situation as the next. The soundtrack wears its 28 Days Later influences quite proudly, but not so much as to completely drown out its own character and motif. The game flits between ambient soundtracks when you're alone scavenging for supplies.
Excellent. Your smart map's been updated. Without a good map, you're a goner out there.
And then it goes down to
Extreme metal riffs for combat!
And on the topic of sound design, it's really something else. When they spot you, the chavs let loose this guttural screech. Oh, for fuck's sake, the stealth in this game is shit. Weapons sound chunky and mechanical. Melee fights sound dirty and desperate, and in combat, you can hear everything from the scraping of your shoes against the floor, and your character's laboured breathing getting increasingly agitated the more blows he deals to the rival chavs. But if there's something negative I could say about the combat itself, is that the game suffers from what I call chronic weapon overabundance disorder. Let's see, we have the cricket bat, the spade, the Negan bat, the pistol, the silence pistol, the Desert Eagle, the double barrel shotgun, the pump action shotgun, the semi-auto shotgun, the MP5, the UMP45, the AK-47, the SA-80, the sniper, the crossbow, the grenade, the molotov, the flares, the mines, a fucking machine gun! Jesus Christ, Ubisoft! And each of these weapons all have their own ammo pools exclusive to their own weapon categories. Now, this is a survival horror game first and foremost, not fucking Call of Duty.
Where are we? Wait, 2 knives? MIT-11s?
Bears the unmistakable image of an
MIT-11s? We're in Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. God, I hate that game.
And a lot of the weapons here fall into a pit of either being mediocre or otherwise being completely fucking useless and serving no other purpose than to clog up the inventory space for no good reason. If it were me, I'd keep the cricket bat and pistol as your main go-to jacks of all trades weapons that can reliably defend you in any given circumstance, but are less specialized than other weapons. The double barrel shotgun, given its ridiculous damage and high spread, should be your oh shit emergency weapon. The crossbow should be your stealthy long range weapon that, despite its limited ammo pool, allows you to retrieve bolts from the chavs' bodies and recycle them for further use. The MP5 could have had the same ammo as the pistol and offered more reliable DPS output, with the drawback being that you're more likely to waste ammo if you use it carelessly. And the SA-80 assault rifle can be your late game power trip weapon that you use for the bulk of the increasingly difficult encounters in the final stages of the game. Everything else can go right in the trash because they literally have no place in the game sandbox and are just unneeded clutter. and speaking of unneeded clutter, I've just been informed that there's a more efficient way of getting this game to work without dicking down your internet connection every time you play it. Yes! I don't know what sex feels like, but this is probably way better than that. And now that that issue's out the way, I can segue into the outro, so I can finally finish this fucking video. I started making this back in March. Do you have any idea how long ago this video should have been made? Luckily, with the advent of the Steam Halloween sale, you can now grab the game for less than £5. Despite its heritage as a Ubisoft game and despite the technical issues, I'm actually proud to say that ZombiU is low-key one of my favourite games of all time, and I'd be happy to shill for it any day of the week. I'm kind of glad this game didn't get a sequel, because as we've seen with every other Ubisoft title, they tend to get a hold of a good thing and milk it to oblivion. They are quite literally the epitome of generic, but this game is absolutely the exception. I have a Patreon if you want to donate to that. I know I have a terrible upload schedule, but I'm fixing that, trust me. I will fix my upload schedule. You know, links in the description and all that. Oh my god, he's doing the Peter Griffin death flip! But with that being said, I could not recommend ZombiU enough, and I'll give this game a big fat 9 out of 10 with a badass seal of approval! Alexa, turn off OBS! What? Is that Boris Johnson?